Welcome seekers of the truth to the Magical Services channel. So this is going to be a horoscope for the general collective about the month of February 2026. But before we get into that, let me take the opportunity to let the viewers know that I do personal divination readings for people with geomancy and or tarot. And I also do personal astrology charts for people. Natal charts can be done to see why you are the way you are. Synastry readings could be done to see the energy between you and a significant other, to see how you and a significant other impact one another, and if you're compatible or not. And composite readings could be done to see the actual energy of the relationship created between you and a significant other, as if you were an entity of its own. Or suppose you had a very relevant event, a very special date, a very special appointment, or a very special event in past, present, and or future, and you wanted to know how the planets would align for you personally in regards to that event. A chart can be done for that too. So you can be more tactical and precise in your movements in regards to that event. And having been initiated into magic since the age of 10 in West Africa, I also do have more than 3 decades of magical practice behind me. So indeed, I do have a few spells in regards to a few areas of life for people. So if you feel like any of those are things that you could benefit from in your life, please do contact me and we'll make that happen as soon as possible. My email should be in the contact section below, or you could befriend me on my Magical Services channel on Facebook. It has the same exact name as this channel, Magical Services, and it's on Facebook. And if you befriend me there, we could actually share direct messages if that is more your style. So with all that said, let's get back to your reading. So February 2026, a lot of people are calling this month the Great Reset. But February is going to be the month where the old system fails loudly. February is not a gentle month. February 2026 is not a gentle month. It is a compression chamber, a month where visibility peaks, structures fracture, networks collapse, and a new operating system is installed without asking permission. This is the month where pretending ends. Now let's walk it event by event. So February 1st is going to be the day of the full moon. So February is going to start with the full moon in Leo, at 12 degrees Leo. So this full moon exposes who's real and who is performing. Leo rules leadership, ego, recognition, authority through presence. At this peak, the question is brutal and unavoidable. And the question is, are you leading because you are the authority or because you're still seeking applause? So this is the final theatrical moment of the old system. The masks come off. The spotlight is unforgiving. Anything built on external validation, titles without substance, influence without integrity, reaches its expiration date here. So if you feel watched, judged, or suddenly very visible, good. This is the audit before the cosmic demolition, we'll call it. And then on February 3rd, Uranus, which has been retrograde in Taurus since September, stations direct at 27 degrees Taurus. So Uranus has been retrograde in Taurus and it's been shaking money, land, labor, food, and survival systems from the inside. Now it goes direct. So delays end when Uranus stations direct. Delays end, experiments stop, decisions become irreversible. This is where financial pivots activate, physical resources get rerouted, survival strategies become non-negotiable. If something has been not working, if something has not been working, it will no longer pretend to be working. So this is not innovation for innovation's sake. This is radical practicality. The system says enough testing. build or break. And then on February 6th, Venus enters Aquarius. And so relationships shift from tradition to experimentation, from hierarchy to networks, from ownership to autonomy. This is where old relationship contracts feel restrictive. New alliances form around ideas, not emotions. Attraction becomes mental, ideological, unconventional. Love becomes less about comfort and more about alignment with the future. If something requires you to shrink or conform, it won't survive this transit. And then on February 13th, Saturn enters Aries at 0 degrees. This is massive. Saturn at 0 degrees Aries is the birth of a new authority cycle. For 28 years, Saturn has taught us endurance through systems. Now it demands command through action. This is the shift from suffering to striking, from waiting to initiating, from permission to sovereignty. You are now responsible for your direction, your courage, your consequences. Victim narratives collapse here. So do excuses. This is where the universe asks, "What are you willing to lead? What are you willing to lead without guarantees?" And then on February 17th, there's a solar eclipse at 28 degrees Aquarius. Um, this eclipse does not negotiate. It removes dead social circles, obsolete platforms, failing collectives, corrupted technologies. Aquarius rules systems, networks, AI, and the future. So, North Node eclipses push destiny forward violently if necessary. Expect sudden disconnections, account closures, group collapses, ideological fractures. This is not punishment. This is evolutionary movement. If you are ejected, it is because you outgrew the system or the system failed you. And then on February 18th, the Sun enters Pisces. After the purge, the fog rolls in. Pisces dissolves identity rigidity, certainty, linear logic. This is a decompression phase. You may feel disoriented, tired, emotionally porous. Good. This is the psyche resetting its firmware. Do not force clarity yet. Clarity is coming. But first, the old self must melt. And then on February 20th, Saturn conjuncts Neptune. Saturn conjuncts Neptune at 0 degrees Aries. So this is the historical reset button. That's why they're calling February the Great Reset. This is the historical reset button. Saturn equals structure. Neptune equal vision. Aries equal birth through action. This is where dreams must become executable. Illusions die instantly. Spiritual bypassing ends. You cannot manifest your way out of this. You must build. This aspect demands discipline around ideals, physical embodiment of belief, reality checks that cut deep. This is the moment the future stops being theoretical. And then on February 23rd, Mars enters Aquarius. Mars in Aquarius fights with code, strategy, innovation, and disruption. Conflicts become ideological, digital, and or technological. This is where hackers replace warriors in certain arenas. Data replaces brute force. Strategy beats strength. If you're not thinking 3 steps ahead, you might already be behind. And on February 25th, Venus enters Pisces. So after the Aries pressure and Aquarian cold logic, Venus softens the field. This is emotional repair, forgiveness without amnesia, intuition as navigation. This transit reminds you sensitivity is not weakness, it is adaptive intelligence. Those who can feel without drowning will thrive. And then on February 26th, Mercury goes retrograde at 21 degrees Pisces. So communication collapses outward but sharpens inward. Expect misinformation, confusion, reversals, leaks. This is not the time to announce. This is the time to observe, encrypt, and reassess. The smartest move now is silence plus insight. So, February is not here to comfort you per se. It is here to reposition you in history. By the end of this month, some identities are gone, some alliances are over, some futures are locked in. Do not cling, do not rush, do not perform. Build what survives pressure. That is the February mandate. So that's what I had for you all today, collective. If you enjoyed it, please do like, share, and or oh, excuse me. If you liked it, please do like this video, or share this video, or subscribe to our channel so you get first dibs on future uploads. Yeah. And in the meantime, until the next time, thanks very much for being here, and blessings.